Welcome, budding scientists. Prepare to explore the wonders of the natural world. From the tiniest atoms to the vastness of space, we will unravel the mysteries of science together. Let's ignite our curiosity, ask questions, and embark on an unforgettable journey of discovery. I am Dr. Paul, and together we will start learning matter for Class 8 ICSE. So we start with matter. In earlier classes, we have studied about matter. The definition is matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. Whatever we see in our home, outside, whatever we see, feel, so that is matter. For example, the pencil, the pens, the table, so all are matters. Even the water, the air which we cannot see is matter. So which is not matter? Like idea is not a matter. Song is not a matter. Love. These are not matters. These are emotions. This does not have any space. So matter is made up of very particles which are known as molecules. They are extremely small in size that we cannot see through our naked eye. Those have to be seen through a what? A microscope. The molecules can be seen through a microscope. What we see here is a water molecule. Water consists of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. It's a water molecule. It's extremely small. They have spaces between them. We cannot see the molecules, but if we can see the molecules through a very powerful microscope, we will see that the molecules have spaces between them which are known as what? Intermolecular spaces. This space is known as intermolecular spaces. These molecules have an attraction force in between them. See, they attract each other. When the molecules are of the same kind, they are known as, the attraction is known as cohesive force. Cohesive force. When the molecules are of the same kind. For example, in a glass of water, all the water molecules are bound together by the force that exists between the molecules of the water. And when the molecules are of different types, this is known as the adhesive force. When the molecules are of the different kind. For example, the force between water molecule and the floor. When we put some water on the floor, for example, this is a floor, and we put some water, you will see that the water sticks on the floor. So this is due to the adhesion force between the water molecules and the floor. And they are in constant motion. We cannot see the molecules, but again, if we can see the molecules through a very powerful microscope, we will see that the molecules are constantly moving. Now, every molecules do not move. Some molecules, they only vibrate, but we will come to that later in this video. Now we come to the states of matter. So as of now, we will only learn about the three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. But when we go higher, we will also know that there are two more types of states of matter, like plasma and boson particles. So that is beyond our scope. So for as of now, we will only know that there are three states of matter. There are only three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. For example, solids can be, example of solids can be a stone, a pencil, a eraser. Anything kept in front of you can be a solid, the pencil box. So in one word, solids are all those things which are rigid. They have a rigid, and when we hold them, we can feel them, we can lift them, we can touch them. Next comes the liquid. The examples of liquid can be a glass of water, milk, juice that we drink. You have noticed that whenever we pour water in a glass, so it takes the shape of the glass. It does not have any definite shape. Then comes gas. Examples of gas can be air. So we see that air takes the shape of the vessel in which it is kept. For example, we can put air in a balloon, right? So we will study about the three states of matter in a detailed way here. So solids are not much compressible. If we have a rigid body, for example a stone, a box, wooden box, we will see that if we put pressure in the two sides, it won't get compressed. But liquids are also not compressible, but gases are very much compressible. If we squeeze a balloon, the balloon can be squeezed. Then solids have a definite shape and size. Everything that we have in front of us, solids, pencil, eraser, they have a particular shape. But liquid, as I said before, liquids take the shape of the container in which it is poured. And gases also do not have any definite shape. Solids, again, the next property is that solids have a high density. Liquids have lower density than solids, and gases have a very low density. That is why we can move inside the gases very easily. Then solids have definite volume, liquids do not have any definite volume, but gases also do not have any definite volume. Sorry, liquids have definite volume. My mistake. Now when you come to free surfaces, so if you see that what are the free surfaces? When we put a solid, a pencil box in front of you, for example, so we see that it has got 6 surfaces and they cannot be altered. That is called free surfaces. But liquid have only one surface. If you take water in a glass, you will see that you have only one surface, that is on the top. That is only one free surface. And gases have no free surfaces. If you put gas in a balloon, it has got no free surface. Then solids expand very slowly. Then we study about the molecular models of the solids. Solids are made up of, since solids are also matter and it is made up of molecules, the molecules are very closely packed. That is the thing. that makes a solid unique. The molecules are very closely packed. That means the intermolecular spaces is very less. The separation between the particles is very small. That is the thing, that intermolecular space, the space between the molecules is very, very small. And the kinetic energy, everything has got kinetic energy in it. But since they are very closely packed, they cannot move about freely. The molecules cannot move about freely, and they can vibrate about their mean position, which you can see in that particular diagram. The molecules can only vibrate about their mean position. It's the property of the solids. Now, so we were learning about the kinetic energy. Now if we come to the molecular model of liquids, everything will lose its shape, right? But these molecules have very less kinetic energy, so they vibrate about their position. Now let's move on to the molecular model of liquids. Again, as every liquids are also made up of molecules, just like every matter is made up of molecules. The molecules are loosely packed than solids. Now if we again zoom in to liquid and see the molecules through a powerful microscope, we will see that the molecules are loosely packed. They are loosely packed than the solids. They have got the spaces. You can see that the spaces are higher than that in solids. These are called what? Intermolecular spaces. These intermolecular spaces are high. The separation between the particles is more than in solids, but less than in gas. So we will study about the gases in the next slide. But as of now, we know that we have seen that in solids they are very closely packed. Like see, the space is very small, but here the intermolecular space is higher than in solids. The molecules can move freely. So see, like here, as we see, since the molecular spaces are high, and again the force of attraction between the molecules is lower than solids. This is the force of attraction between the molecules are lower than in solids, so they can move freely. That is why when you pour water in a glass, or when you pour water from a glass, they can, or any tea, whatever liquid you have, they can move freely, right? If you pour it on the floor, they will flow. So that is why, that is the reason why, because they have got lesser force of attraction between them than in solids. Now let's come to the molecular model of gases. Again, just as matter is made up of molecules, gases are also made up of molecules. Generally, we cannot see gases, like air is all around us. We can feel the air, but we cannot see air. The molecules are extremely loosely packed. The molecules may be very apart from between themselves. So they have so much gap in between them. the intermolecular space is extremely high, the gap is very high, the highest. The separation between the particles is large. The molecules can move about freely in any direction. Now, since the space between them is very large, the intermolecular force of attraction, the force of attraction that we learnt about, like every molecules have an attractive force between them, so that is so less that they can move freely about any direction. So when you have gas, when you put gas in a container, they take the shape of the container and they take the entire volume of the container. They do not have any free spaces. Okay, so I hope this is all about matter. So we will continue with the detailed study of the states of matter in the next video. I just try to keep it short so that it does not get boring. So I will come with the detailed study about the matter in the next videos, and we will also solve some questions and answers. So for the time being, study well, and if you have any doubts, you can write it in the comment. I will try to answer it as quickly as possible. And please subscribe the video. Thank you. Thank you for being with me. Please subscribe if you have liked the video. We will meet again with the second part of the lesson. Bye for now.